For decades, white-collar knowledge work felt insulated from the automation that cleared out factory floors. But the systems we use to process information, write code, and manage operations are actively learning to execute those tasks themselves. Looking at this forecast comparison, previous estimates assumed a gradual, manageable transition. Announcements from Microsoft render those numbers entirely obsolete. The green bars here indicate that the software available right now can already handle up to 80% of a typical information worker's daily tasks. And as the text beneath the data indicates, this shift is not waiting for the end of the decade. The timeline for large-scale enterprise disruption has compressed to just the next 18 to 24 months. The mechanism making this possible is called computer use by agents, or CUA. Instead of relying on rigid data connectors, an AI agent can log into a virtual machine, look at the screen, and use a digital mouse and keyboard to operate any software exactly the way a human does. Because the technical barrier has already been crossed, waiting to see how the market reacts is a direct path to obsolescence. Companies have to decide immediately how they are going to restructure. When management faces an operational shift of this magnitude, their first instinct is often to launch a top-down, process-based transformation. This usually means bringing in consultants to tear down and rebuild entire business functions from scratch. This strategy carries immense friction. Re-engineering large, complex departments is incredibly expensive. The failure rates are notoriously high, and it frequently frustrates your highest-performing employees until they leave for your competitors. The much safer route is an individual, productivity-based approach. Rather than forcing a massive structural rebuild, leadership simply asks every employee to identify and automate 4 hours of their own repetitive weekly work using existing AI tools. If an entire workforce successfully offloads 4 hours of routine tasks, the organization gains a cumulative 10% increase in capacity. You get immediate operational relief without the chaos of mass layoffs or department overhauls. Take a look at this AI agent profile card. It shows an agent functioning as a digital peer, equipped with its own virtual persona, a direct email address, and specific granular permissions to interact with internal documents and team members. But whether a company chooses a grassroots approach or a top-down mandate, neither strategy can survive if the internal technology department is still operating by the rules of the 2010s. The software applications a company eyes are ultimately interchangeable. The actual durable value of an organization, the asset that trains the models and creates competitive leverage, is its proprietary data. This means IT departments have an urgent first mandate: data preparation. Years of neglected, siloed information must be cleaned, organized, and integrated so next-generation agents can actually read and utilize it. Second, IT has to drop the instinct to tightly control every piece of software on the network. The era of fighting shadow IT is over. Instead of acting as a roadblock, technology teams need to function as enablers. They must build strong governance guardrails and secure access policies so employees can safely experiment with localized automation. Finally, IT has to rigorously monitor usage. As companies scale up AI consumption and cloud processing, billing is moving to a pay-per-use model. Without strict oversight, operational costs will quickly spiral out of control. Modern IT teams secure their organization's future by architecting the clean data foundations and safe governance boundaries that make enterprise-wide automation possible. When AI agents orchestrate entire workflows, handling everything from research to final reporting, the time required to complete complex tasks drops by over 90%. This creates a massive shift where just 2 people can generate the same output that previously required 20. The organizations that successfully capture these massive productivity gains can aggressively shrink their cost centers, using those saved resources to fully fund new revenue-generating projects. Because this transition is moving at an unexpected speed, companies cannot rely on outdated playbooks. They have to actively build a culture that rewards continuous innovation and swift adaptation. This is exactly where NovoCircle steps in. They are a specialized consulting firm built to help organizations navigate this specific technological hurdle and implement modern operational methods. NovoCircle's mission is to empower leadership teams to turn industry disruption into a tangible advantage, constructing work environments where emerging technology is embraced as the core engine for lasting success. The systems driving the old knowledge economy are being replaced. Visit NovoCircle.com to learn how you can start shaping your organization's future right now.